Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're gonna be talking about Heroes of Remnant. So let us begin, ladies and gents. So after that day, Izuku is currently now in his bed. Or should I say in his bed, more like, he's currently sleeping with somebody else. Or at least somebody else's bed. More specifically, our girl RWBY. Let's just say it's pretty much uncomfortable both ways. One, Izuku is not really good with girls, all that much. While for RWBY, she's currently now, let's just say, awkward. Because she never really, slept in another bed with a other man, like at all. Unless it's her father. Actually, that sounds so wrong in many ways. Let's just ignore that part. But just imagine it just like that. As RWBY is currently like sleeping on the I guess you can say the opposite way. As currently Izuku is sleeping like in front of a wall, like his face is like facing a wall. As while he was trying to go to sleep, he would hear, "Hey, Izuku." As Izuku would wake up, as you would say, "Oh, what is it, RWBY?" As you would say, I wanted to ask, are you, are you looking for anybody for the prom, or, as Izuku would say this, oh, honestly, no. Honestly, I don't really care about the whole dance thing all that much. As she would say, really? Huh, me too. As, well, when they said that, Izuku would just say, "Are you looking for somebody for the prom? Or at least for the dance?" As you'd say, "Yeah." As you'd say this, "I see. Either way, let's just get some sleep. I'm already tired, okay?" As you'd say, fine then." As after saying that, they would basically go back to the bed, as you'd say, "God dang it. Why, RWBY? I'm an idiot," she would say to herself. As while she said that to herself, currently the other girls are also awake. As you'd say, "Oh, is RWBY doing this, eh?" As currently the person who said that was our girl Weiss, as she's currently, rage fueled a little bit in under the covers. Currently Yang also Yang, who was pretending to sleep, she was currently giggling, giggling, as she would say. "Oh, so my sister's currently crushing on a man that I like as well," she would say. As she's currently, snicking to herself, thinking of so many ideas to tease RWBY. And finally, Blake, as Blake is currently going like to herself. For some reason, I kinda ship it. She would say that to herself. As while she would think this, she would also think, but at the same time, as she would, face towards where Izuku is, as she would say this. "Why do I feel this way?" she would say to herself. As she would clench her, her chest a little bit. And so we would go towards the morning. Or at least fast forward towards the morning. We currently see Izuku currently bright and, awake. Currently about 5 in the morning. As while he was cooking breakfast, which was specifically fried rice, which he used some leftover rice from last night from dinner to basically make. As while he was getting ready to, whisk the eggs, he would get a call from a scroll. As he would say, "Who's calling in 5 in the morning?" he would say to himself. As he would grab his scroll, as after answering, he would see his dad. After seeing that it was his dad, he would say, "Oh, hi dad." As he would say this, "Hello there, son," he would say. As after saying that, he would say, "Oh, so, what is it, dad?" he would say. As he would say this, "Well, I want to inform you that I'm currently going to Beacon right now. Or at least, soon, in the morning." As you'd say, "Wait, what?" "Oh, yeah, about the Vista Festival, right?" as you would say this. Correct. So, if you may, I want to talk with you when we arrive here. As you would say this. Right. As after saying that, he would say this. Oh, by the way, son, I love you. As he would say this. Love you too, Dad, he would say. As after saying that, he would hang up. After doing so, he would say, so, can't wait to see the old man again, he would say to himself, as one of his friends in his head would say. Specifically, our boy Droll would say, yes, it's certainly been a while. I am wanting to at least fight him once in a while, he would say to himself. As Izuku would say this, well, I would rather not, unless if we're sparring, he would say. As one of his other, people in his head would say, yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. I always wanted to fight the guy, especially since he's the so-called general of a nation, he would say. As he would get up, as he would slam his fists together, as Izuku would just clearly look at, Galant as you'd say, dude, he's my dad. As he would say, yeah, but still. After saying that, he would just look towards the rest of the, ingredients still on the counters. He'd say, I'm gonna be continuing on making breakfast, okay, guys? So, as he would say, right, said Galan with an unmused tone, right next to, Droll, as Droll would just, would just sigh. After saying so, he would no longer hear them as he would continue on making breakfast. So, sorry about that, just lemonade. It's just a joke. Wait for a second. So, we currently see our boy Izuku after breakfast as they're currently in class, mostly talking about some stuff. As in stuff, I literally mean just, the simple, general stuff, and also, apparently, about, the Vista Festival, and apparently some students from other, academies coming to Beacon. After being told of this, they would basically get excited, mostly to just talk with new people. Most of the other people also talking about making friends. But for Izuku, he would say to himself, "Okay, I hope to see my dad this time. Hopefully not do anything weird at least," he would say to himself. As while he would say that, one of his friends in his head would say, specifically our boy, wait for a second. Specifically, Esterosa would say this. Yeah, you just probably jinxed yourself, boss, he would say. As he would say this. Please do not. As after saying that, they would, get ready for lunch. We currently see Ironwood as he's finally arriving in Vale. With an entire armada basically at his, side. As in, he's currently in an airship. Or, just a large ass airship. As several, military ships would basically, I meant military airships specifically, basically, riding, behind him. As when he's, near Beacon, he would say, it really has been a while, old friend. I hope my son has been doing well there as well, he would say to himself. As while he was saying that, one of his generals would say this. Yes, sir, General Ironwood. I would gladly want to see, young Ironwood for you as well. As he would say this. Yes. Though, I'm guessing he's still pretty much busy. But for now, let's just continue on. I really want to see my old friend over there. Osmond. It really has been quite a while. Though I was wondering, how many years are you going to help me defeat her? So, we would go back to Izuku once again. So, we currently see our boy Izuku as he's currently in lunch, basically with the rest of his friends. As while he was eating, he would hear, RWBY mostly talking about some stuff. As while he was continuing eating, he would hear a slam from the table as his food would basically be flying. As he would say, "Dog, no, 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 no." As he would basically grab all of the food that was falling in quick succession, almost similar to like Sebastian from from Black Butler, not Black Clover. As when he gets all of his food back, he would say, "Huh, the heck was that?" He would say, as you would see Ruby holding up, or at least put down a large binder, as she would just spout on how she's going to be doing something really special for this semester. As Yang would just do a her usual pun thing. As when she said that, Izuku would just say, "Just don't laugh," he would say to himself. As one of his friends in his head would say, specifically our boy Gloxinia would say, "But you did." As Izuku would say this. "Yes, but whatever, I don't even want to talk." As when he said that, he would say, "Hmm, very well." So, we would go back to Izuku as he would say this to himself. "Please, nothing bad was gonna happen," he would say to himself. But when he was about to, get ready to go back to eating, you would hear "food fight" as Ezekiel would say this. "Are you serious?" As you would see, a few people basically throwing food, or more specifically, Team Ruby and Team, Juniper. As Ezekiel would get out of there instantly, as you say, "Nope, no, no, not doing this shit," he would say. As while he was, dodging some of the food that was basically being launched at him, or at least some food launched at him, as while he was running away, he would see, Ruby basically wielding up her, well, actually, yeah, she was wielding her scythe, but instead of using, dust bullets or any type of bullets, instead she uses peas. As you would say, "How the fuck?" I don't even want to ask you, and say to himself, as one of his friends in his head would say, as our girl, Derriere would just say, "Let's just ignore that and just get ourselves to, for you to eat," he would say. As you'd say, "Right, right," he would say. As while he was getting out of there, he would finally arrive at the front door of the cafeteria. He would get out of there. As when he got out of there, he would start leaving. As you'd say, "Ah, thank God I am out of there, at least." As while he said that, he would, bump into two familiar people. As not really two, but more like one familiar person with another person right beside them. As he would hear, "Hey, dude!" As he would look towards that voice and would see being that of Sun, as you say, "Oh, hey dude," he would say. As Izuku would say, "Wait, hello there, Sun," he would say. As he would say this, "Been a while." And also, where are the rest of the group, he would say. As you say, "Oh, you mean my team?" Oh, sorry about that. Are you talking about, Team Ruby? Currently they're doing a food fight, he would say. As he would say this. "Oh, cool. Also, I'm here with one of my teammates. Say hi," he would say. As he would move over and he would see, as she would see this. "Oh, the name's Neptune. Hello there," she would say. As you'd say, "Oh, hello there," he would say. As she would say this. "Nice to meet you," she would say. As she would have a light blush. As she would, have that, cutesy shy girl face. As Sun would say this. You would say, as you would smile a little bit. As she would say, "Shut up, Sun," she would say. As he would laugh a little bit, but before they continue on, he would hear, "You seem to be you seem to be having fun," she would say. As he would look behind them, including the two others, as you would see Glinda. As Glinda would say this. "So, Zuku, I want you to come to the headmaster's office immediately. Your father's here," she would say. And so, this is where we're gonna be ending off this episode. So, yeah. Bye bye.